Ha guys, let's get more news about Warriors, but first don't forget to subscribe and leave your like. Warriors almost made draft pick that could have landed LeBron James. Report: the Golden State Warriors had designs on a deal for Los Angeles Lakers star LeBron James ahead of last season's trade deadline, a sentiment they carried all the way into the second night of the NBA draft. Ramona Shelburne of ESPN reported on Friday, October 4th, that the Dubs seriously considered drafting LeBron James' eldest son, in the second round with the 52nd overall pick. The motivation was twofold, as Golden State harbored some general admiration for Bronny James' game but also saw the move as a potential route to LeBron James ending up in the Bay Area. The Warriors, who had tried to trade for James last season, weighed weird to take Bronny at number 52. Shelburne wrote the Warriors liked Bronny's skill set and had him on their draft board. Sources said selecting him ahead of the Lakers, who held their 55th pick, would have been a shrewd move, perhaps even to entice James to sign there as a free agent, but ultimately sources said the Warriors opted to respect the wishes James had made clear and the Lakers' signal they would grant, whether Golden State drafting Bronny James would have ultimately secured a contract with his father is something no one outside of the James family will ever know with certainty. Also lacking certainty is the notion that securing James would have vaulted the Dubs back into legitimate title contention. As Stephen Curry writes, the final chapters of his NBA legacy, James and Curry were quite the pair during the medal rounds of this year's Summer Olympics in Paris, as James drove the high-octane sports car that was Team USA's offense and Curry served as a stealthy sidekick, often assuming the hero role with dagger three-pointers down the stretch to stave off Serbia in the semi-finals and best host country France in the title game. Curry shot 17 of 26 from deep in the two contests combined. The pick and roll between James and Curry as a revelation, and the general chemistry between the two bitter rivals turned respected adversaries turned genuine friends. Across years of battles, several of them into the NBA Finals, was obvious to the eye of even the most casual observer. That doesn't change the fact, however, that the two men will be a combined 78 years old by the time this regular season ends and the 2024-25 playoffs begin. James' agent, close friend and Clutch Sports Group CEO Rich Paul did his part to shut down trade talks between the Lakers and Warriors involving James last winter with one specific goal in mind. Sources say Rich Paul implored both teams to scrap the concept. NBA insider Mark Stein reported in August, largely because he wanted to insulate James from potential backlash over switching teams for the fourth time in his career. James subsequently declined the player option on his previous deal with the Lakers and signed a new one-in-one agreement with Los Angeles that pays him north of $11 million over the next 2 seasons. The contract includes a player option on the second year as well as a no-trade clause and a 15% trade kicker should the Lakers decide to deal James and he decides to sign off on the move. As such, it isn't impossible that James could end up in Golden State at some point before he retires. However, it is now highly unlikely, though that could have changed on that fateful night of June 27 when the Warriors had the future of Bronny James in their hands but decided against using him as a bargaining chip. Draymond Green remains defiant over Warriors championship aspirations. The Golden State Warriors spent this summer licking their wounds after the Sacramento Kings eliminated them in the opening round of the play-in tournament. Steve Kerr's team struggled throughout the 2023-24 season, losing multiple games from winning positions. Klay Thompson's departure at the start of free agency threw another curveball Golden State's way. Mike Dunleavy Jr. and the front office have done an admirable job of pivoting following Thompson's decision to join the Dallas Mavericks. Golden State has a deeper roster than last season, courtesy of Anthony Melton, Kyle Anderson and Buddy Hield, who all joined the franchise during the off-season. Still, the Warriors' best chance of success is if their young core can take another developmental step. Brandon Podmski and Jonathan Kingo have flashed all-star upside. Tracy Jackson Davis and Moses Moody could become high-level rotation players for a veteran like Draymond Green, seeing the potential within the Warriors roster is encouraging, which is why he's still confident he and Steph Curry can contend for another championship before their careers are over. As long as Curry is healthy and in the rotation, their Warriors will be a threat on the offensive end. Even at 36, he's a top 5 point guard in the world. Green is still one of the best defensive players in the league. Therefore, Golden State already has two key components to a championship team: the go-to offensive spark and the generational defensive talent. The next step will be for Kuminga or Podziemski to ascend to an all-star level. Green is right to be excited about the Warriors' future. He's helped develop the franchise into one of the biggest, most recognizable names in the league. If the front office can continue to retool the roster around the up-and-coming young guys while keeping both Curry and Green in place, it won't be long before Cuz team is ready to contend again, whether we win another championship or not. Green said, "If the Warriors win the championship 7 years from now, 10 years from now, that's our championship period. However, everyone must remain patient and trust the developmental process because the Warriors are currently 2 or 3 years away from being where they want to be, unless they find a trade to instantly improve the roster. But as we all know, those trades rarely present themselves. Golden State Warriors NBA champion is still a free agent. Juan Toscano Anderson is coming off a year where he appeared in 11 games for the Sacramento Kings. The 31-year-old got limited playing time with Sacramento and spent the majority of his season in the G League. Over 11 Showcase Cup games he averaged 19.4 points, 6.4 rebounds, 3.5 assists, 1.1 steals and 1.0 blocks per contest, while shooting 48.4% from the field and 31.6% from the three-point range. Toscano Anderson is currently a free agent who is available to sign with any team in the NBA. He has played 5 seasons for the Golden State Warriors, Los Angeles Lakers, Utah Jazz and Sacramento Kings. The longest tenure of his career came with Golden State. During the 2021 season, Toscano Anderson averaged 5.7 points, 4 rebounds and 2.8 assists per contest, while shooting 57.9% from the field and 40.2% from the three-point range in 53 games, 16 starts. He was also with the Warriors when they defeated the Boston Celtics to win the 2022 NBA championship. His career averages are 4.1 points, 3.0 rebounds and 1.8 assists per contest, while shooting 52% from the field and 32.9% from the three-point range in 202 games. Toscano Anderson will be named to watch with the NBA season starting in less than 3 weeks, October 22nd. And you fan, what do you think of the situation of Toscano Anderson? Leave your opinion in the comments.